شي حاجه اللي مبلاني ديرها في المستقبل كتهضر عليها بالبريزنت continuous tense. وراه عرفنا 3 forms ديالو الافirmative, negative or interrogative form. So let's start with this activity number 1, this one, activity A. Okay, we are going to conjugate the verbs between brackets in the present continuous or the simple present. Okay, so here are the sentences. So the first sentence, they watch TV now. We have the word now, so the action is happening now, تحدث الآن, so we have to conjugate in the present continuous tense, and this is affirmative form, so we are going to have subject, this is subject today, plus verb to be, plus verb to be هنا غادي نستعملوا are, plus verb plus ing, ها الverb ونزيدوه ing, so they are watching TV, they are watching TV now. So here in this sentence we have the verb like, and like it is the verb of feelings, one of the verb feelings, so they are stative verbs or non-action verbs, so we should conjugate it only in the simple present tense, and here we should conjugate it in the negative form because we have not here. So subject I, so don't like, I don't like spaghetti. So the third one, or the third sentence, the baby is sleeping now, present continuous because we have the word now here. Okay, my mother usually, so we have usually, the adverb of frequency usually, it means the action is repeated, so we have to conjugate in simple present. Affirmative form, my mother, it means she, plus verb plus s. Okay, she cooks, my mother usually cooks dinner in the evening. Number 5, he writes, so here we have every month, so the action is repeated, so we are going to conjugate also in simple present tense. Affirmative, so he writes, okay, a letter to his pen friend every month, كل شهر. Okay, so let's go to the next sentences. Sentence number 6. So here we have the negative form of the verb like, so we should conjugate in simple present tense. Negative form, she doesn't like football. The number 7, Mary is listening to music now, because here we have now, so that's why we conjugate in the present continuous tense affirmative form. Let's go to number 8. Here Tom usually an adverb of frequency, the action is repeated, so we have to conjugate in the simple present affirmative form. So Tom usually drinks coffee, but he tea now, so the action is happening now at the moment of speaking, so the present continuous tense affirmative form, but he is drinking tea now at the moment of speaking. So so disco tonight it means future plan, so we are going to use the present continuous tense. We are going to the disco tonight. قالك احنا مبلانين اننا غاديين نمشيو للديسكو هاد الليله، يعني راهما دابا كيهضروا على راهو في الصباح مثلا ولا في العشيه، وكيهضروا اش غادي يديروا بالليل، وبالتالي هنا فيوتشر بلان داكشي باش صرفنا في البريزنت كونتينيوس تانس افيرماتيف فورم، هنا عندنا وي داكشي باش عندنا ار بلس verb plus ing. Let's go to this sentence number 10. Here we have an interrogative sentence. We have a question mark here. So and we have every day. Every day it means the action is repeated. It is a habit. So we have to conjugate in the simple present interrogative form. Interrogative form, it means we do or does plus subject plus infinitive verb. Here the subject is he, so we are going to start with does he go. Does he go? Okay, so this is the first activity. Let's go to the activity or the next activity. This is activity A. Let's go. to the activity I'm going to give you more sentences about the difference between present simple and the present continuous. So you don't have these sentences, but I'm going just to add these sentences in the video for you to understand more and to practice more. So here in the first sentence we have she usually reads the newspaper in the morning. So usually it is a habit, so we conjugated the verb read in the present simple affirmative form. Here we have now, so the present continuous. I am doing my homework. I am doing my homework. I am doing my homework. Okay, let's go to the next sentence. I eat my dinner now. So I am eating my dinner now. I am eating my dinner now at the moment of speaking. Here want, it is one of the stative verbs or non-action verbs, so we have to conjugate in the simple present. Affirmative interrogative form, because we have a question, so do or does plus subject plus infinitive verb. Here the subject is you, so we are going to start with do plus the subject you plus infinitive verb want. So do you want a pizza? Do you want a pizza? Okay, this is the interrogative form. So let's go to the next activity. Okay, B. Let's go to the activity B. So here write don't or doesn't, isn't or aren't or am not in the blanks, space in each time. يعني بعدين اختار واحدة من هادو don't or doesn't, isn't or aren't. Okay, here for example we have an example. He isn't listening to the radio right now. So right now, so the action is happening now at the moment of speaking. That's why we should conjugate in the present continuous. عندنا verb plus ing, وبالتالي هنا اختارنا isn't because the subject he or she or it isn't listening. Okay, here we have every evening, so it becomes a habit, so we have to conjugate in the present simple negative form اللي هي subjects plus do or does plus not plus infinitive verb. Here he doesn't listen to the radio every evening. We use doesn't because we have he. Okay, he or she or it, we should say doesn't plus the infinitive verb of listen. Okay, so let's go to the first sentence. We and now verb plus ing, it means the present continuous tense. Here what is it, isn't or aren't? So we are going to use aren't because we have the subject we. So we aren't watching a television program now. The second one, here we have every day, so simple present, it means don't or doesn't. Because we have we are going to use don't, of course. We don't watch television every day. They don't study their lessons after class. So here this is a habit. From the context we know that this is their habit not to study their lessons after class. يعني من السياق كنفهموا بان العاده ديال هاد الناس هادو انهم ما كيقراوش الدروس ديالهم من بعد الحصه، يعني عاده، وبالتالي داكشي واش صرفنا في البريزنت simple negative form. قلنا don't لان عندنا subject they don't study their lessons after class. It is their habit. Now they are studying their lessons right now. And now present continuous because we have the word now. الآن, the action is happening now at the moment of speaking. So it isn't raining very hard at the moment. هي لا تمطر بشكل غزير في هذه اللحظة. عندنا at the moment في هذه اللحظة، وبالتالي at the moment بحال عندها المعنى ديال now الآن. وبالتالي خصنا نصرفو في البريزنت كونتينيوس. اختارينا isn't because عندنا it isn't raining. The second example عندنا during the summer، يعني من خلال السياق كنفهموا بأنها لا تمطر. عادة يعني العادة repeated action أنها لا تمطر كثيرا في الصيف خلال الصيف. during كتعني خلال أو أثناء الصيف. so غادي نستعملو simple present، وهنا عندنا it غادي نقولو it doesn't rain very much during the summer. Mr. Johnson is eating his lunch now. عندنا now, that's why we use the present continuous. And Mr. Johnson, it means he isn't eating his lunch right now. Mr. Johnson, here we have always, so it is a habit, so we're going to use the the negative form of the present simple. So Mr. Johnson doesn't always eat at that place, and always it is a habit. He doesn't. So here we have the verb see. The verb see is a stative verb. We cannot conjugate see in the present continuous, so we are going to conjugate it in simple present negative form. So I don't see any student in the room. هنا وخا عندنا now، وخا الاكشن واقعه دابا في لحظه الكلام، ولكن ما يمكنناش نستعملوا البريزنت كونتينيوس لان عندنا الفيرب هير، والفيرب هير هو من الافعال اللي نون اكشن فيربز ولا ستيتيف فيربز اللي كيتصرفوا فقط في السيمبل تنسز. يعني غادي نصرفوه في السيمبل بريزنت وغادي نقولوا I don't hear anyone in the hall now. the hall هي يعني في القاعة، قاعة كبيرة، hall the hall right now. والهول أيضا عنده المعنى ديال الممر، الكوريدور، بحال شي ممر. the hall. So this is it. I hope now you can conjugate the verbs correctly using the present simple or the present continuous according to the context or the situation you have. Good luck.